Oh boy, we got us another one. Got us another one of those internet Instagram influencers who is preaching functionality, functional fitness. Here's why you need to be doing kettlebell snatches. And here's why, if you're bodybuilding or powerlifting, you're wrong. Had another one pop up on my feed today. So I was just doing a little morning scrolling. Had another guy pop up on my feed doing double kettlebell snatches with, like, I don't even know how it's 50. I couldn't tell how heavy they were. He didn't say either. Looked reasonably heavy, but that's neither here nor there. You know, this particular reel that I saw, he was shitting on bodybuilders about how, what did he say? Something over the video, like a caption in the video, something about how this isn't a pump, this is a problem. And then he was like, you can't flex your way out of a fight. You know, my body is a weapon, and all this other fucking nonsense. And yeah, dude, it's just another example of, like, the functional fitness space. And I understand it's probably not all of them, but just another example of, like, the functional fitness space just having to kind of justify their existence, man. I don't have anything against people that want to do that. I have used kettlebells, sandbags. I've used all those medicine balls. I've rode, ski erg. I run. I just did a high rocks. Excuse me. And I have nothing against it. They're just different styles of training, right? And I would never go out and, like, belittle somebody because of a certain, like, discipline that they choose within weightlifting, whether that's an Olympic lifter or a CrossFitter or a power lifter, bodybuilder, strongman, doesn't matter. Whatever you enjoy is that's the big overarching theme, is, like, for sustainability to exist, enjoyment has to be present to some degree. And if you enjoy training strongman, or you enjoy bodybuilding, or you enjoy CrossFit, dude, by all means, go for it. You will not hear, I may throw some jokes, similar to the way that the branches of the US military poke fun at one another. You may see me poke a little fun at people. I think everybody does that, but by no means would I ever make content belittling or bashing other areas of weightlifting simply because it was different from mine. I don't think that powerlifters are superior. I think powerlifting is fun. I think being strong is really, like, if you're good at being strong, dude, it's really fun. It's really fun. Um, so that's part of the reason that I enjoy doing it. I also think that, I enjoy running too. I got my start in fitness kind of really in running, which is why I still sort of come back to it from time to time. But by no means would I ever create content saying, like, here's why as a bodybuilder, you're a piece of shit. You're an idiot for not being a power lifter. Here's why. Same thing with, like, CrossFit and stuff. Like, I would never bash a CrossFitter. You know, everybody has their own strengths. Everybody has their own weaknesses. It's a trade-off, right? CrossFitter could probably kick my ass at, barbell snatching, or, I don't know, muscle ups or rowing, right? Can I squat and deadlift more than that CrossFitter? Probably. But, it's a trade-off, right? It's a trade-off. I'm not a marathon runner, and I know plenty of marathon runners that could easily run a 5K in the time that it takes me to run 2 miles. So, but again, my bench is better than theirs. So it's just a difference of training style, and maybe one is better than the other, but I don't even think that's the argument to be made here. I just think that it's silly that so many of these So many of these, it's always the functional fitness dudes too. It's always the functional fitness guys who just feel the urge to shit on other people just to sort of justify their existence, just to sort of justify their little hobby, because they're doing a kettlebell snatch or a sandbag overhead press or some other retarded fucking movement that, I mean, is it gonna build muscle? Sure, probably. Is it like optimal for a lot of people, or like, I guess, like unnecessary? Probably. Like, just do a barbell overhead press, dude. There's really no benefit to overhead pressing a sandbag. You could also do a barbell snatch, right? I'm just saying, you know, maybe it's too difficult for you. Maybe that's why you chose to go the easy route with kettlebells, because everybody can just throw a fucking kettlebell, use momentum from their hips to throw a fucking kettlebell straight up over their head. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of effort to perfect a good barbell snatch, though. And maybe that's why you chose the easy way out. I don't know. Either way, it's always the smallest and the weakest ones who tend to pick on, or as we call it in like marketing, right? It's like punching up. You're punching up at someone bigger and stronger than you, just in an effort to gain some eyeballs, right? And I don't know if it's that. I don't know if that's why they do it, or if they truly believe that their way of training is superior to all others. But either way, no matter what, I think it's silly that they're the only ones that feel the need to do this type of shit. You'll never catch an elite powerlifter or an elite bodybuilder. You think Chris Bumstead has ever talked shit about like functional fitness or CrossFit? You think like John Hack or like fuck, all these names escaping me. Jesus Olivares or Derek Thistlewaite. You think any of them have ever talked shit about, like, I don't know, bodybuilding or like functional CrossFit fitness, at least in a serious sense? Probably not, dude. They're focused on themselves for the most part. And I mean, it's always, and this dude was like absolutely mid physique, talking about how his body was a weapon. And buddy, I got news for you. Just because you snatch a kettlebell doesn't make your body a weapon, okay? I think the only athletes that have a legitimate claim to saying shit like that are people who have spent some serious time training in one of the martial arts disciplines and have belted because of it. So just because you're doing burpees and freaking sandbag cleans doesn't make you a weapon, okay? It just makes you look like a goddamn fool. And you should really be more careful, because a lot of us see right through it. But again, this was all to sell you something, right? Like, he had programs available. He had like 60,000 followers. He had programs for sale. Hey, DM to work with me. And it's just, I've said it once, I'll say it again, dude. There's no group of people that are angrier than grown men that have to hitch a 405 deadlift. You just, the bitterest bunch of fucking wusses you've ever met in your life, dude. And they just will scream so loud about why they're still better than you. And because they're doing some weird sandbag Zercher squat, superset with freaking, I don't know, tiptoe pull-ups. I don't even know, dude. They have all the weirdest freaking exercises, and they try so hard to justify each and every single one of them. And again, dude, this is not me. If this is your cup of tea, dude, do it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm not even saying that. I'm not even trying to hate, dude. I'm just simply pointing out the inconsistencies that a lot of these other, influencers shine a light on every time they make a video like this, where it's just, buddy, you have the most mid physique. You're not strong. It's always the smallest and weakest dudes who are screaming the loudest about this. And it doesn't mean you're right. Functionality comes from just having muscle mass, in my opinion, right? The more muscle mass you have, the more longevity you have. You have more metabolically active tissue, which means you can eat more, right? Your bone density increases with weight training, resistance training. you don't atrophy, your muscles don't atrophy as quickly as you age, because you're sending a signal to your body that, like, hey, I'm still using this, I still need it. And so they don't atrophy that fast, right? And I think no matter how you get that stimulation in the muscle, it's all good stimulation. And there is no one that's better than the other, right? There's no, oh, well, bodybuilding is a waste of time because you can't flex your way out of a fight. And it's like, dude, if I wanted to train to fight, I would just go sign up at the BJJ school down the street, or take judo classes, or learn Muay Thai. You know, I'm not in the gym to train to fight. I'm in the gym for, like, hypertrophy. It's not a fighting practice. Olympic weightlifting is not something that you would employ in a street fight, or in a boxing ring for that matter. It's a stupid comparison, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. But these grown men who have nothing better to do with their time except shit on people who are stronger than them, they need to be stopped. They need to be stopped. But anyways, enough about that. We're at the gym now, so I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna bench, even though it's not, it's not optimal for me. Like, my body's not a weapon, but I'm gonna go inside and bench anyways, because I like having a fucking huge chest. So let's go inside and get after it, shall we? All right, pump day completed. Um, did not record anything in the gym, as you can probably tell by now, since there was no lifting video. Honestly, the vibes were just off. It was busy in there right when I got in there. Lots of people around there was one dude on the bench, and then there were just lots of other people, like, on the machines around the benches. So I didn't want to take up a bunch of space. Plus, it's a little deload week, so I kind of flew through my bench today. It seemed like I moved really quickly on them, which I guess, I don't know, not good or bad really, but top set, 3 sets of 6 at 190 on Larson, and then 3 sets of 6, 155 on incline. And then my like burnout set at 135 on the incline. I think I hit a PR on it actually. I did 23 reps, and I think that that's a PR. I'm not 100% sure, but I'd have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure it is. So, that's, hey, I'll take it. um, and then we just kind of flew through accessories as well. Just did some rows, um, front raises, and then some curls on the machine because the preacher curl was taken again. That's 2 weeks in a row. I've had to use the little curl machine instead of the actual preacher curl. And then I did skull crushers, and then a burnout set of skull crushers. Well, a burnout chest press skull crusher set. So like I did my 4 sets of 10, and then my last set I just went straight into chest press with it and got 30 reps. So, I don't know. Feels good. Got a pump. Pump feels good. Always enjoy getting the pump. But yeah, so just a quick little day today. Same thing tomorrow. We got deadlifting tomorrow, so that should be fun. And then this weekend I was supposed to do a 5K this weekend. I don't think I'm gonna get the chance to go do the actual like race. There was a 5K I was supposed to go do, but I don't think I'm gonna do it anymore. Just would be too difficult logistically. My wife and everything that we had going on this weekend. We got some stuff going on Saturday, and she wants to work out. She's kind of had an off week working out ever since High Rocks. She's kind of struggled to kind of get back into the groove of stuff, and she's made it clear that she wants to like start getting back in the gym regularly and start running again. It's been tough for her, so I want to help facilitate that if I can. So I probably won't do the 5K. I'm still going to run a 5K this Saturday. I'm just not going to go to this brewery downtown and run it. So we're just going to go run around the neighborhood probably and set a 5K or do a 5K. So nothing crazy. I don't really want to try to set a PR. I pushed pace on the first 2 runs I did back, which one was a 5K and the other was a 2-miler. Pushed the pace on both of those. Don't really want to do that again. Just kind of want to, use the back half of this week to recover. I did sprints yesterday. I did do interval training yesterday. Just like 100-meter dashes, honestly. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off for, I don't know, 2 miles or something like that. So with a half-mile warm-up and a half-mile cool-down. So those went pretty well. So I enjoy those because they're short. I don't have to sprint for a quarter mile. I just have to sprint for, 30 seconds and it's over. So I tried to push the pace on those a little bit. I did okay. Could have done better for sure. I was trying to be more efficient with my strides, like have a wider stride, less like choppy short steps and more like long, big strides. So it kind of felt like I was running slower because my legs were not moving as quickly. But I think for the most part on my interval paces, I was right around the 7-minute mark on average, I'd say. So, it's not terrible. And then normally where I would drag, like on the 30 seconds that I have off that are like recovery, I would usually typically slow way down, but I tried to keep the pace up higher. I tried to keep the pace around like a 9.5-minute to 10-minute mile, where that would normally drop like way down to like, 11 minutes, 11:30. So I was trying to keep the pace up. So anyways, all that to say that tomorrow, or not tomorrow, I think Saturday is when I'll be doing it. So Saturday I will just take like it's a 5K run, and I'm just gonna take it at like an easy pace, nothing super crazy. So just gonna try to get through it is all. But yeah, other than that, man, I'm just happy with the pump. Quite frankly, I like Thursdays because of the pump. But I'm torn on whether or not to go to my other gym tomorrow, but I think I will. Just depends on what I got going on, how much I get done at work today. I'm just gonna have to play it by ear, I think. It's a deload. So like I'm not super dead set on doing all the accessories, you know. I know I should, but because it's a deload, I'm not in like as much of a rush to put a bunch of fatigue on my muscles. So I'd be okay with missing like SSBs or hack squats. The GHD I probably wouldn't do anyways, because the one they have one at the other gym, but it's like it's different from like the Rogue one or any other one that I've really ever used, and I can't quite figure it out. So I haven't done it like this entire block, but I've just been substituting like heavy hamstring curls where I can, and I don't know, maybe it's working, maybe it's not. And then rowing, like I can do that over here. So really, the only thing I'd be missing out on is either the hack squats or the SSBs, whichever one I decide to do. I did the hack squats last week because my knee was kind of tweaking. I did enjoy doing the hack squats though, because once I figured out how to narrow my stance a little bit, and like I realized that, oh, this is actually not as painful or awkward as I thought, I ended up getting some really good hack squats, and I really felt it in my quads, whereas normally I really probably wouldn't feel it as much in my quads because I used to have that wide stance. So I kind of want to go back for that alone, you know, just load up some weight on the hack squat and see what I can do. But it's just a, you know, it's a drive, and I don't know, I don't know, all that for, well, maybe, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, hell yeah, let's go hit some hack squats, you know. But who knows? Let's see. So yeah, other than that, you know, I don't really, not much new to report except for, you know, kind of getting back into the swing of things running. Pretty sure I saw her at Jersey Mike's last night. She had a baby um, with her. I mean, anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna try to knock out some more work. I've got the house to myself again today, so it should be make for like a productive day. Well, I only have the house to myself for like another hour, so should hopefully be a productive hour. And then you know we'll see. We'll go from there. Eat some lunch, and then yeah, knock out some work, and then hopefully, however much I get done today will dictate what I do tomorrow in terms of fitness. But um, you know, all that to say, keep grinding, folks. You know, if you're watching this, keep going, keep going. You're going through a tough time right now. Keep going. You know, no point in stopping. You didn't come this far to just come this far. So keep grinding, and yeah, I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, I can get some like audio in the gym tomorrow. But we'll see you tomorrow for some deadlifting and maybe some hack squatting. Who knows? Maybe we'll get the hack squat involved tomorrow. But yeah, until then, uh, yeah, if you made it this far, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.